Okay, let's go. Happy Saturday night. My son is asleep. My wife is surfing the net. Life is good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start a new series because this is my extra channel, not just unboxing. I'm going to talk about, I've actually already done it, about the 2 Kiwi ear sets. I'm going to give kind of first impressions that I'll expand on later. But instead of just unboxings. This is a set called the TRN Whale Shark. And patent 3 dynamic drivers and 1 planar magnetic. 2nd generation beryllium planar magnetic. This sounds really kind of interesting. That is definitely a choice right there. Let's take a look at this. So this is the Whale Shark. It feels like they're kind of going on the angle for the high Ds. If they give money to Whale Shark protection or something like that, that would be cool. Cherish our blue planet and listen to the ocean's voice. Don't let it lose its color. Everybody knows I love animals. I do charity and donations all the time. Fine, awesome. I hope there's like something besides just the tagline, like you guys actually going to give a little bit of the money to protecting animal life or something like that. It would be nice. I would definitely be a fan. That is a really interesting looking set right there. Boom. And there we go. Oh, these are weighty. You're going to see my shirt and feel bad. I'm sorry about that. It's the end of the day. These are kind of beautiful, actually. They're obviously well built, unlike the Kiwi ears Belle. How much are these anyway? I should really check this stuff. Hold on just a second. Hey Alexa, how much is 19,550 yen in US dollars?
19,550 Japanese yen is about 125 US dollars and 1 cent.
125 roughly? Okay, I see Shenzhen 129. So okay. The build quality, wow. Beryllium. I'm kind of interested. That's interesting. So that is the set itself, and we have tips and okay. Large, medium, small, and then I've got a single large foam, a single medium foam, and a single small foam. That must be wrong or something. I don't really do TRNs often, so there must be some like foam packaging thing. Oh, okay. There is some foam packaging thing. So these are just duplicated on the bottom, and then we got all kinds of tips. These are really scrunched up ones up in here, but you got lots of options. And I like the L size foams because a lot of companies don't do that anymore. Just my man has no chill. Get this out of here. There we go. So I can get the succulent L-size foams, which are rare. Put that to the side. So you got a lot of tip options for 120 something dollars. There's still a lot of weight in here. I don't know what all of this is. This is interesting. Oh wow, that's pretty. Was not expecting any of this. Oh, it's Velcro. Hold on a second. These just rip up. Gloves, shirts. while I'm wearing a very dirty shirt, like I'm somebody that should ever talk about taking care of your clothes. Let me give them some points. Number one, for their pricing, and number two, this cable is not one that I've seen before, and it's obviously, is that flush? It is flush. Yikes! This is actually pretty cool. I'm bad lighted, so I can't tell. I'll figure it out. Let me just go with right here, and somebody doesn't come on mark me. Say, that's the right one, dude. What are you doing? Hope you don't listen to it like that. I just want to see what it looks like. So I just did a video where I just talked about a set called the Starfish, which was kind of unfortunate. Oh, starfish, like sea life. You see? Did you, be honest, did you catch on to that before I did? That looks sharp. That looks like a $3,000 set. I'm not even joking. Have you seen what some of the stuff that they do? The cables don't. This is, you could, some company could do something like this and people be like, oh wow, yeah, look at that. I mean, it's got the weight, that cable. This is playing the role of expensive set better than some recent expensive sets that I've seen. This, I hope it lasts a while. It's definitely, I haven't seen that before. And then we have, I think, one more, which would, it's got to be the termination switches, because I haven't seen those yet. And that's 4.4. That's oh, it's got nozzles too. Well, that's the 4.4. That's the 3.5. If comment below this video, if you score this, you're scoring. What the f is this? Yeah. Yeah. Glad I did this video. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this one here. This is definitely going to get a video just because of it's $120. It's got beryllium inside it. I could throw it and totally crack the screen and smash my PC. It's very, very weighty. It looks very well built. I love this cable. They thought it out very well. You can see how heavy it is. And I'm going to stop this now, and then I'm going to transition into talking about the two Kiwis, because that's what I'm going to call this series like high compression or low res or lo-fi or something. I'll come up with something. I'll figure it out. And let's go to the next part. Belle. And I want to say, and I might do a video for it on the main channel, I really don't like these. I think they're $30. They feel like $12. These are really, really, you can't get any more budget than this. This is, the sound quality of this reminds me of the Moondrop Area, I can't remember what that was called. It was low res, lo-fi is basically how, that was a set also that had every possible failure that IMs could have. The caps were popping off, the paint was rubbing off. Go ahead and type Moondrop Aria, QC, or exploding caps. You type in exploding caps, and you'll see all kinds of stuff. Wild stuff. I might put pictures in this video. I never liked that set. I don't understand why people wrecked it for so long. I thought that was kind of, I thought the hobby was kind of, I thought people were getting paid to be straight up with you, because I really couldn't. It was a jack of no trades. Like, it didn't do anything great. It was acceptable in maybe almost everything, but I thought that was total garbage. I'm not going to recommend this when I do the main video for it. I think it sounds less impressive than the cadenza by Kiwi Ears. I think it sounds less impressive than the Belon 03. So why would you touch this? I can't convey to you in strong enough terms So let me just explain to you very, very quickly. That's a splitter over there, and it has individual 6 channels, and each channel has its own adjustable, like volume pot gain. So I can adjust this to output at 77 dB at 450 hertz from a file from MediaCollege.com that you can get yourself anytime. And then I can set that and leave it, and I don't need, so just getting a splitter is not enough. The channels have to be adjustable independently. And then put this to the side, which I did, and then take the cadenza and then plug it into the next channel and adjust that to 77 dB, and then listen to music where I could put this in my left ear and the cadenza in my right. The tuning is, it's not radically different. The quality of the replay is stunningly much, much better in the cadenza than it is in this set right here. It is so up. Do you remember the Sony MH755, I think it was? And I have that set. Damn, I should have got that set. Hold on just a second. Let me cover this right here. Do you remember these? These are the, look at my shirt. These are the infamous, famous Sony. These are the real ones. I actually bought these in a shop in Akihabara, and I had these customized to MMCX so that I could, because I was caught up in the whole thing, and I thought, oh, these are tuned really good, and they were like a meme, but people legit wrecked them for a while. And then by chance I was listening to the Venture Electronics. It's the Gold Bullet one. I can't remember what that one is called, but I was being like that with the splitter between this and that, just because I thought I'll go ahead and adjust these. And when I listened to this compared to the Venture Electronics, this sounded like absolute garbage. Paper cup sounding relative to the Venture Electronic BIE. It's the gold one. It's pretty dope, actually. This sounded like such utter garbage, and I've never used it since. This is in that vein. This is really not a set that I would... Get yourself a splitter. Especially if you're a reviewer and you happen to come in here, which I don't know why, but if you did, get a splitter and get one with the channels that can be adjusted. It's not good enough just to run multiple IMs. You've got to make sure that they're playing. You know that. I'm talking to the choir. But make sure you do that, because sometimes it's stunning. This is overpriced, and it's $30, something like that. Now, this is the Kiwi Ears Orchestra 2. And it looks kind of like a KZ, but it sounds amazing. This is really surprising, because when I saw the graph, it had less bass than I think another Kiwi Ears, and I thought, but when I listened to Kendrick Lamar, and then I went to Tupac, and then I listened to Kendrick Lamar and his cousin Baby Keem with the Family Ties, and this slams. This has got a very clean, sweet. This is a really, really nice set, and I think it's going to be. I won't say what the price is, but first impressions on this, without knowing what the price is, this is really, really nice. I can see people like Mark at Super Reviews. This is where having a long time familiarity with some reviewers, I can see with reasonable accuracy stuff that he's going to like totally balk on, or stuff that he's probably going to give it a little more of a chance. What he finds wrong with this set, I would be interested to know. It's doing vocals very well, male and females. It's got enough energy for me, but it's certainly not a bass head set. That is a very nice set. And so, like the headphone thing that they were doing like a month ago, I'm sorry, 5 months ago, there was like 5 of them, and it just was, I think Mark actually kicked the dog shit out of those, and the whole concept of releasing multiple things. If you get this, bro, just put it aside and then try these, because that's actually representative of the company in the good way, of the Orchestra, which has been released, I think, in 2 different versions, and it was well received in a couple. I think the Orchestra, and maybe the Light is the name of them. Holy crap! Oh wow! Can't take me anywhere. This is a nice set. Best way to summarize this set is I am unable to, in the first few listens, really say that could be a problem for a certain group of people. Like people that really love their vocals and don't like anything get in the way, this might bother them. No, that's fine. People like their bass and they like the 808 drops and they want it to have force when it does. This is not a bass headset, but it will do hip hop fine. Yeah, really nice. Total garbage. Think I've done this. Not even gonna try. And this is my first just an unboxing video on Bad Guy Good Audio Extra, I think is what I should know the name of my own channels. After I wash my shirt, that's the next important thing I gotta do. And I'm out. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see you on the main channel with the next video. And I'm out.